final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kidd Brewer Stadium, home of the App State Mountaineers. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. So Appalachian State's offense will go on the attack first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Dozier. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Snap from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Stroman. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking for a crease. It's Roberts. Past the sticks and still on his feet. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Guys, let's chat about App State. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
And the whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, App State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Georgia Southern's offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is.
Breaks into the open, ripping through the defense. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Back up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's French. Quickly to the tight end. At the 45, on his way. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Eagles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he tacked on the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Going right to work up top. Finds a man on the left. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. He'll pull it on the read. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Dropping back, it's French. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. On the set. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls in the deep ball. He's loose. Touchdown, Eagles. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Powers through the defender. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quick handoff. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Grab near the marker. It's Dozier. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Mountaineers are flying down the field. Makes the grab. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Stroman. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ware. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's French. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Gary. Flying out to the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The Eagles will hustle to the line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the right. Touchdown, Eagles! And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the tie with the extra point. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
The offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's talk about App State. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Dozier. Strong, firm tackle. Guys, let's chat about App State. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Dozier. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Roberts. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Mountaineers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's in open space downfield. Turning on the Jets. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Now the pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Trying to surprise him with the pass. With the catch, it's Dozier. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Mountaineers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quick release on the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Into the end zone. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one.
On the double.
New setter downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
Cricket.
Wants to go up top. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
Out of the end zone. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Eagles in the hurry up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field, and they make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really, but then they break those in-breaking routes where...
Turning it on! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Defense in press coverage. Looking to pass, it's French. Caught, close to the marker, it's Dallas. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Georgia Southern will have it now, first and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Keeps it on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. The give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Got it behind the line. It's Cobb.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. Scanning the field, it's French. Quick strike complete. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Helms. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
At the 15-yard line. First down for the offense.
He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He leaves it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Great play by the defense, taking that back for a pick six. And as a quarterback, if you're going to throw to your running back, you've got to be accurate with it. Remember, they are not receivers. And if you make it difficult and tricky, bad things happen, and it did right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The give to the single back. He has the first and still on his feet. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They'll ride the hot hand. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Area as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting in at tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's French. Bringing the heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Off the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. This defense has them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. To the ground with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Back to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Back to pass, it's French. Finds the tight end. At the 45, on his way. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Georgia Southern will snap it in the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. Smashes ahead. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Swan. Got the quick pass. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stroman. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been going for it all. This is hard for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
35 at stake. 30.
He'll bring it out. And he loses the ball, deep in his own end. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. He'll do it himself on the draw. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. He'll keep it himself. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Looking downfield, it's French. Works the middle of the field. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Defense will use a timeout, 22 seconds remaining in the game. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack,